Hola estudiantes, vamos a hablar del proyecto 2. Hey students, let's talk about project 2, the Español en mi vida project. So if you click on that one, that will take you to the weeks 4 and 5 project, and you can see the introduction to this project. So for this project, you are looking to make connections to Spanish-speaking cultures within your community. And so the purpose of this project is to help you develop your language skills and cultural knowledge while fostering some connections to the Spanish language and communities that speak it. A couple different options for this topic. First, you could explore Hispanic or Latinx community organization event or connection, something related to your major, career, or your interest, and then you could teach the class about it by creating a presentation. Another option could be for you to complete a personal interview with the Spanish speaker or member of the Hispanic or Latinx community about themes from this class, including language and cultural products, practices, and perspectives. This could be a friend, a family member, coworker, teacher, tutor, or anyone else you know who's willing to share their language and culture with you. You practice your language skills and share what you learned with the class in a presentation. You can see different topic options in the class textbook from the community organizations and events. For example, you can see different vocabulary as well as different options, including a PBS documentary called Latino Wisconsin that features some rural communities as well, like Arcadia, Wisconsin, as well as places like Milwaukee. And you can also see some additional Hispanic serving resources here in this tab. If you're looking to choose some of the other options, you can see some ways to create questions and how to ask questions in Spanish if you complete the interview with a Spanish speaker, or if you're interested in finding Spanish career connections, you might like some of these materials related to a textbook related to university life, vocabulary for the professions in the world of work, as well as some kind of focused or Spanish for specific purposes items like Spanish for human resources, Spanish for healthcare settings, for an emergency service workers, as well as Spanish for human services, social work, and clinical settings. So some of these links might lead you to some very interesting and useful materials for some career connections. So that's where you can find some different options for Project 2. You can see the different tasks for this project as well as the rubric and how you'll be graded. You notice that this rubric is very similar to the rubric for Project 1. This is where you're really leveling up some of the skills that you learned in Project 1. You can also see an example of this project, and there's a template provided to help you fill out some of the material in this project. You can put your own spin on this template just like the last project. And you can also see again that example of our previous teacher Maria delivering her presentation of El Sol, which is a student newspaper from Viterbo University that is in Spanish. So when you look at the rest of the items for this project, you'll see that by the end of week 4, you'll need to submit your rough draft of the project, and then by the end of week 5, you'll submit your final draft and respond to classmates' projects. At the end of week 5, you'll also complete the learning reflection journal just like you did before, and that assignment will represent your grade after week 5. So let me know if you have any questions or need any help getting started with the Español en mi vida project. Adios!